You think sword PvP in Minecraft is hard? Well, it kinda is. And that's why I'm here, to teach you every single strategy and mechanic that I know, to make you a better player. Hi, I'm Nasri, a top 50 player worldwide on MC PvP, and this is my sword PvP guide. Firstly, we have to go over the basics. There is 3 types of hits. Sweep hits, which you should never do, because you can't combo your opponents. Sprint hits, those are the hits you will use the most. And critical hits, you do them while jumping and hitting your opponent, and they do the most damage. You can do sprint hits by holding your W key, hitting your opponent, then releasing the W key. And then, when you want to hit your opponent again, you tap the W key again. That way, you will be able to use sprint hits to hold a combo. But of course, there are a lot more variations. You can W tap, S tap, strafe, and even crouch. In the current meta, S tapping is the most superior one, so I would advise you to tap your S key while you're holding your W key. That way, you can hold the combo and you never miss a sprint hit. You can also shift while comboing people, that way you can make your hitbox smaller, and it is a lot harder for your opponent to hit you. One of the most difficult things in Sword is learning perfect spacing. Spacing is pretty much distance managing. You want to hit your opponent from 2.7 or more blocks constantly to hold a good combo. If you get too close to them, they can crit you out or start a combo of their own. Good spacing comes with practice, so don't worry about it as of right now. You can leave the combos of your opponent easily, just by holding your S key, or even holding your S key and jumping to extend your knockback even further. But then you will have to be careful of crit chains from your opponent, and that brings us to our next chapter. Critical hits are the ones that deal the most damage, but you don't want to spam those, since your opponent can easily counter you with good spacing and comboing you. There is 2 variations of crits that are a must learn for sword PvP, and those are P crits and double crits. A P crit is performed when your opponent crits you, and you crit them back while you're falling to the ground due to your knockback. And double crits are performed by critting your opponent, then your opponent crits you back, and you P-crit them. That way, you can double crit your opponent, and you can make some distance and start a combo immediately after it. But the most powerful crit mechanic is a crit chain. Crit chain is being performed by starting a combo, and when your opponent is trying to walk out of it with his S key, you start critting him, and he cannot hit you back or walk out of the crit chain. He will have to perform a jump reset, which we will talk about later. Now, this is where things get a little bit complicated, so let's move to our next chapter. In order to do a hit select, you will have to get hit by your opponent. Hit selections are usually performed after your opponent crits you, because they are not as effective if your opponent sprint hits you. You perform a hit select by letting your opponent crit you, and then you can use that momentum to P-crit them back or start a combo of your own. Baiting is also very important in sword PvP. You wanna bait your opponent into thinking you're gonna crit them, sprint hit them, and do a combo, or even bait them by distance managing. There is a lot of variations of baits, so you just use the bait you're the most comfortable with. Jump resetting is performed by clicking your spacebar and time it when your opponent hits you. If you time it good, you will take less KB and will be able to close the distance between you and your opponent. That technique is the most useful one of all, since you can get out of crit chains, start your own crits, or sprint hit combo, but it's the best use against hyping players, which brings us to our last chapter. Fighting hyping players is the most tilting thing in Minecraft PvP. That is, if you don't know how to play against them. You fight hyping players by crit spamming them and jump resetting. But why is that? It's because your hits register faster than theirs due to your low ping. So if you trade crits and are close to them, you will always win because your hits just register faster. You shouldn't try comboing them though, since it's near impossible to do so due to their high ping. Fighting low ping players while you're on high ping is literally just reversed. You wanna keep your distance and combo a lower ping player. Thank you for watching this guide. Hopefully I helped you improve in sword PvP. If you enjoyed watching this, consider subscribing, since I wanna hit 10k subs by the end of the year. And type in the comments which game should I do next in this series.